Father, the sleeper has awakened!
What's up, YouTube? This is Artisan MC, and today I'm going to react to the Candyman 2020 movie trailer. Now, Candyman is one of my favorite horror characters from the 90s. And true enough, as I got older, I stopped watching less horror movies because they all seem to be pretty much fucking redundant. Same slasher type shit, same jump scares. It wasn't really interested. And truth be told, as a black man, I don't need a horror movie to scare me. I live real life every day, so it's not that big of a deal. But the Candyman was one of those characters that I really gravitated to early, really liked, and in my pantheon of horror characters that I enjoy, he's next to, Freddy Krueger, Pinhead, and, some of the damn Cenobites from Hellraiser. So here, this 2020 version of it, you get, I want to make sure I say this dude's name correctly. Yahya Abdul Mateen II. And if you watched HBO's Watchmen, you'll know he was the cow character. He was Regina King's husband, who turned out to be Dr. Manhattan. Sorry for the spoiler, with a mind wipe, so to speak. So in this, he's playing an artist or whatever, researching the Candyman, and in some senses being drawn to that character and trying to find out more about him and get other people to see more about him. Now, if you don't know about the Candyman, the easiest way to explain him is to say, if you've ever played the game Bloody Mary, where you stare in the mirror, turn off the lights in the bathroom, stare in the mirror and say Bloody Mary like 3 to 5 times, she's supposed to appear behind you. Candyman works on the same kind of thing, but the story of Candyman is more deeply tied to black folks and culture, whereas he was an artist himself, I believe, and was not a slave, but back at that turn of the century times where they had slaves and stuff like that, he was taken because I think he was looking at a white woman or something like that, or fell in love with some white chick. He was taken and basically tortured and killed. They cut off his hand, poured honey all over him, bees and shit. They just really brutalized and tortured this man's body. And because of that, he became like a spirit or something like that that could be summoned, and he would take revenge on people, which I get into. I get into revenge stories. I'm sorry. Sue me. I'm black in this country. Revenge is something that some people need and most people don't get. Okay? So, the Candyman in the 1992 movie was centered around Cabrini Green. Now, I watched all of those movies in that series. There was like 3, I believe, and only really stuck to the first 2. Third one, I just didn't give a shit about. First one was good. Second one was all right. It just expanded the story a little bit more. Third one, I didn't give a shit about. They did the same thing with it like they did with The Crow. But anyway, this 2020 version seems interesting. The only thing that has bothered me about this movie, and I will say it up front, is the writer. The guy who's putting it forward, Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, fuck, dude, I don't know. He had me with Get Out. Get Out was good, and I didn't even consider that a horror movie. I just took it as a freaking story. And it had some interesting elements in it. I was really on board for what he was doing, right? Because I never watched Key and Peele, so I've seen a couple of skits off of it, but that was it, right? He made Get Out, loved it, thought it was well done. Bravo, right? I'm on board. I'll see you next thing. The next movie he did that I saw was Us. I fucking hated Us. I hated Us. Us was dumb as fuck to me. I end up, breaking it off with a chick I was fucking with at that time, who I was cool with, because we was arguing over that movie after we saw the movie. It just fucked up the whole vibe. I have no real good feelings about that damn movie. So after that, I was kind of like, I don't know what Jordan Peele was on, but you get in the side eye when you put out another movie. I didn't know that this Candyman movie was going to be the next movie he did. And now I'm giving him the side eye because this is a character that I actually love. And I'm, side eyed him like, so what the fuck are you going to do? I just really, just really scrutinizing, the meal that is prepared and put out on the table. It's like, that kitchen looked dirty in there. I just saw the chef picking his nose. What the fuck? So I'm kind of suspect. But for the actors that's in it and the characters, I'll probably give him a chance just because I like the Candyman. So for me, I have to see it because it's a character I'm fond of. I'm a fan like that, so I will go and see the movie even if it's shit. I've suffered through shittier movies. This will just be one on the pile if it's shitty, and if it's good, I'll be exonerated and it'll be good. So we'll see what happens. But for me, I'm gonna check it out. The trailer looks pretty interesting. Has some funny nods. I like that it's like the Candyman is actually invisible, or it's giving you the impression that the main actor in it, is being possessed by the Candyman, which would be something else. But I don't know about that. You can't have a Candyman movie without having Tony Todd, because you need that voice, that resonance. It's like having Darth Vader, but James Earl Jones ain't doing the voice. That's just not happening, dude. You have to have Tony Todd in this movie being a Candyman or the voice, or just to give that spiel, because that spiel is the shit. I used to use that on my kids just to mess with them at night sometimes. I am the writing on the wall, the whispers in the dark. That shit right there, that was, seeing that in the theaters for the first time, that was some epic shit, because that was creepy as fuck. So anyway, that's it for me. Candyman 2020. Interested with the side eye, and that's about it. Give the trailer a watch if you like it. Let me know. Drop a comment down below. We can chop it up. It's coming out in June, so it's right around the corner. It's really close. But that's it for me. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I am the writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom. Without these things, I am nothing. So now I must shed innocent blood.